All right, Shalom. I want to first start off giving all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles as well as the men that taught them, the elder high priests, as well as the elder bishops and the elders at Great Millstone. Peace and blessings unto the 144,000 and the rest of the elect of the nation of Israel. This is the brother Ibadia from the GMS Houston camp, and I'm going to title this video, Dog Eats Dog World. And that's the time we living in, and it's been that way for a while. But it's at a devastating extreme. Okay, especially here in Babylon the Great, it's a dog eats dog world, and I'm going to go into that phrase. All right, and then I'm basing it off of it's a smaller example, but just shows you the nature of the people in this so-called country, America, and especially the Edomites. They don't give a shit about nobody but they goddamn self. So do Jake. 2/3 of our people do too. But if I had to choose between the two, I'd say Esau is worse. This devil don't have no compassion in him. You know? So let me see something real quick. See if this thing will pause. It's still pausing when I switch screens. Let's see. Okay. So let's get this phrase, or what do they call it? A idiom. I'm not even familiar with that word. So idiom is a group of words established by usage of having um, a meaning not deductible from those of the individual words. Okay, so let's get into it. This is a dog eats dog world. It's an idiom describing a ruthless competitive situation where individuals are driven by self-interest and will harm others to get ahead. I'm laughing because of the article that we're about to get into, and I'll get off of that. I'm gonna read it again. A dog eats dog world is an idiom describing a ruthless competitive situation where individuals are driven by self-interest and will harm others to get ahead. So let's get into it. This is off of the cron.com, the political or politics section, and the heading, it says Harris County District Clerk, and this Harris County is here in Houston, in the Houston and some of the greater Houston area, and here in Texas. Harris County District Clerk lays off staff while demanding massive pay increase. Now, before I even get into the article, this was put up yesterday by Faith Buggenhagen. Or it's the 20, yeah, yesterday was the 24th. All right. And this woman right here, this is the district clerk. On face value, she looks like an Edomite. By her position, most likely this is an Edomite. Okay. Harris County District Clerk lays off staff while demanding massive pay increase. Now, what I want to say was, I'm sure this devil is thinking, well, since they're about to lay all these people off, that'll make room for them to give me a massive pay increase. But damn, you're demanding a pay increase, and you gotta tell people they're getting laid off. So it's a crisis going on. People are getting laid off, and all she cares about is getting a raise. So I'm not gonna read this whole article, I don't believe, but I'm gonna read some of it. I skimmed through it, but I didn't read all of it. So it says on September 15th, just a day before Burgess voted in favor of a $81,000 increase in her own salary, raising pay from just over 179,000 to $260,000. I'm assuming this is a year. So she was making damn near $180,000 a year. You see that? Most likely she has a husband, and if he's dead, then I'm sure she's getting um, monies off of his debt, Social Security, um, Social Security off of him. So I'm sure she's living well. 180,000 here in in Texas, and then if her husband makes money, or if he say he's dead, I'm sure she's. And I don't know. I have to look into her story. I'm just speculating. But say if her husband's making what she makes or more, they pulling in almost 400,000 without the raise a year. Can live pretty good. You see, if she wants a $81,000 a year pay increase, while people are getting laid off, and I believe she's the person that had to notify them. Well, let's read it. It says she sent an email to staff notifying them of layoffs. She's sending out emails telling different staff members they laid off. At the same time, she's demanding a pay increase. And she's probably thinking, well, why not? I'm laying all these people off. That's going to free up more than $81,000 a year. Give me that $81,000, because I don't give a shit about everybody else. It says in the email independently obtained by Cron, Burgess listed funding requests made by the Office of Harris County Commission Court among the requests listed as the highest priority. Wow. Out of all priorities, she put this at the top. This is the highest priority, is for me to get a pay increase. I need to live better. It says, was securing full-time assistant court clerk for each civil district court. Burgess noted that currently 2 courts must share one assistant clerk, which is far from ideal. She noted regretfully that none of the requests were approved. No shit. Additionally, the office was required to eliminate some courts' positions, resulting in reduction of our existing salaries budget. I'll read this, and I'm going to go hit a scripture, maybe 2. It says, this is the first time during my tenure as district clerk that we have faced such a difficult and painful decision. The email read, I want to be clear, eliminating positions is never something I take lightly, nor is it a decision that I wanted to make for this office. Burgess attributed the layoff to increasing legislative demands and dwindling resources, whatever that means. Let's see. Maybe I'll read a little more. A spokesman from the office told Cron that 7 employees were laid off. Additionally, office officials identified 5 alternative positions to close, which brought the total staff reduction to 12 positions. So layoffs are still going on. This was a small layoff. Okay. But the point of me going into this is that her number one priority, this district clerk, was not to feeling bad for those that she's gonna have to lay off people. I'm pretty sure she's living well. and now she's probably feeling the struggle um, from the cost of living increase due to this inflation, due to the tariff situation. So she's maybe not able to do things that she once did, but I'm pretty sure she's not struggling to pay bills. Okay, I'm pretty sure she's not struggling to put food in that refrigerator. Okay, she's just first and foremost an Edomite and carrying that sentiment of selfishness that's ingrained in the people here in Babylon the Great. Okay, look at her. You look like the devil's wife. All right, this is Matthew chapter 24. And maybe she feel for all of she got to take on more responsibility. She said that she's, I guess, working in two different courts. I had to go back and read it because she feels she's carrying more responsibility, have to cover more ground, so she needs to get paid more. The thing is, in a time where you have to notify people that are getting laid off, your number one priority is you getting a pay increase. God damn, she didn't want $2 or $3. She wanted 81,000. She wanted another shit. That's above average yearly salary. Added on top of the 180 she was already making. Selfish. Okay? Uh-oh. What is it? All right, so this is Matthew 24 and verse 12. It says, because iniquity shall abound. Iniquity is abounding, meaning the laws, statutes, and commandments of the scriptures are being broken to the highest degree here in Babylon the Great. That's why there's a financial meltdown going and massive debt that America is holding. And who's responsible for but who's affected by this debt? The American citizens. You see? It's an unjust balance in the economic system. There's not just weights in the economy. It's unjust weight. So everybody's being affected. So now what? That's one law that's being broken. Meaning you release people of the year jubilee, okay? The year release to erase the debt. But there's massive debt, then these tariffs, unrighteous decrees, okay, it's increasing the cost of living. So since the law's not being followed, people hearts are cold one towards another. Meaning their mind, they don't give a shit about the next person. It's a dog eats dog world. Even if they have to how does it go? Harm somebody else so that they can, get the gain. See, so she's laying people off. I don't know if she had the authority to pick and choose or how that went or how it goes, but if she did, she could have been like, well, I can get rid of this person, that person, and this person, and that should be able to free up $81,000 for me. So I can get another. We talking about a well above average. Okay, average yearly income for a white Edomite male is like 50, a little upward of $50,000. Okay, and a poor man's or woman's salary, I believe, is like 26,000. Say, so you put 50 and 30 together. She demanded, even though it didn't get approved, she demanded an average Edomite male yearly salary and a poor person's yearly salary combined as a pay increase. You see? And things gonna get worse. All right, things are gonna get much more cutthroat. But I thought this was something interesting to go into real quick. You know, you got this. I'm sure she drives a nice vehicle. She stays in a nice house. She goes on vacations, and she's able to do for these Edomites. Shit, they still living. Some of them are still living okay in this setup, even though this country is going down. You know, and things are gonna get worse, and everybody's gonna get more cutthroat, and it's gonna become even a more of a dog eats dog world. So I'm gonna end the video right there. Lord willing, it was edifying, and until the next one, I say shalom.